So last night, July 3rd, I went out to a movie with a friend. Got something to eat afterwards, got a little late, around 12, drove home. So yesterday I was at work 5 a.m. Let's just say I got up around quarter to 4 a.m. So I had been up for a long time. I'm on my way home. I'm dozing off. Happens to the best of us. Some of you may know it happens to me a little more than it should, but this time I was genuinely exhausted. I'm maybe 7 minutes out. State trooper was in the fast lane, far left lane. I'm in the middle lane. State trooper doesn't pass me, stays behind me maybe 2 car spaces. State trooper changes lanes, stays behind me. I change lanes, state trooper changes lanes to stay with me. I get on the off-ramp, state trooper gets on the off-ramp with me. Quarter mile after the off-ramp, I just pull over. As I'm pulling over, state trooper seems confused, so he's still in the lane and then pulls over with me. So technically he didn't pull me over. The entire time after the state trooper changed lanes the second time, my hands were trembling. To date, only had 1 negative encounter with the state trooper. Regardless, my hands are trembling. It's a little difficult to breathe. And I'm doing my best not to panic. In this day and age, the first thing I'm thinking is to go on social media live. Instagram, Snapchat, something. I don't have Facebook, but my first thought was to record it for public viewing so that someone else would see this. Not to call anybody, but to record it. Cop gets out the car. A trooper, gets out the car. He walks up and he asks, why did I pull over? He seemed kind of puzzled that I pulled over. I said, I noticed you were behind me for the last 3 miles. I figured I'd just save you the hassle of pulling me over. He said, I noticed you were kind of swerving a little bit, so I just stayed behind you to see what you were going to do next. The whole time my hands are on 10 and 2. The whole time I'm making sure any hand gestures are in plain sight. As he walked up to my car, I turned on my internal lights so you can see everything within my car. I have nothing to hide. There's no chance of him having any doubt or curiosity or suspicion that I have something that I want to hide or possibly want to harm him. My voice starts to tremble. I get a little nervous. I get extremely nervous. I get nervous to the point where I notice there's sweat in the palm of my hands. I don't sweat in the palm of my hands at all. I try to crack a joke to alleviate the situation. He kind of smirks and he asks where I'm headed. I said, I'm headed home. I'm just a few exits away. He says, all right. He says, let me see your license. And I'm already handing him my license before he can ask me. And I'm handing him the registration as he's asking for it. He glances at my registration, makes sure it's up to date, gives it right back, says, I'll be back. I just want to check this out. He runs my license, comes back within 3 minutes, 4 minutes, roughly. The whole time, I'm breathing deeply in through my nose, out through my mouth. The whole time I'm trying to contain myself. I feel my eyes start to burn, like I'm going to start crying. And I'm like, I didn't commit a crime. I didn't do anything wrong. The whole time I'm wondering, should I call my mother and just tell her I love her? Just randomly? The whole time I'm wondering, man, you know, all the people who actually care about me, the people who love me, the people who know me best, or is in my life that I'm going to extend past this moment. All these thoughts are running through my mind the whole time, within 3 or 4 minutes. If he draws his gun, what should I do? Tidbit of information I'm leaving out purposely. I have my pistol permit. Obviously, I'm black, if you don't know. African American. I'm not of any Hispanic descent. I have my concealed carry permit. It's not a license to carry, it's a permit. The whole time I have a loaded firearm on me. Not in the car, it's on me. The whole time I'm wondering if he notices any protrusion from under my shirt. The whole time I'm wondering if he's gonna ask what the card on my shift knob is. My pistol permit was right there in case he asked if I had a firearm or a weapon in the car or on me. The whole time I'm wondering if I'm going to be another Philando Castile. The whole time I'm wondering if I'm going to have to reach in my backpack and use my tourniquet, or maybe my Halo chest seal that I bought so I don't bleed out. The whole time I'm wondering, how am I going to make it to the hospital? The whole time I'm wondering, will I have to shoot him? Yeah, these are thoughts that go through my mind. And no, I don't care how you feel about what I'm thinking, but in the moment, I'm really questioning all of these things in my mind. I don't ever want to have to pull my firearm on anyone, ever. I don't want to pull my firearm on anyone. I don't want to have to use my firearm. I don't ever want to be pulled over by a police officer for any reason. Because contrary to what someone who was not raised in my environment believes, sometimes black people who get pulled over by police don't make it home. Sometimes black people who get pulled over by police after 12 a.m. July 4th, sometimes the only fireworks they see or experience comes from the firearm of those who are meant to protect and serve. The cop comes back, the state trooper comes back from his car. He hands me my license. He responds with a joke to kind of lighten the mood. I'm confident that he notices how nervous I am. My hands are, at this point, visibly trembling, reaching for my license. I laugh. He tells me have a good night. I tell him have a good night, drive safe, have a happy holiday. Put my stuff away, my license in my wallet, put my license in my pocket. I wait for him to walk away from my car and get into his trooper unit. I turn off the internal light and I drive away. I get home. I text my friend that I got home safe. and that I was pulled over by police. I'm not doing this video for likes. I'm not doing this video for a thumbs up or sympathy. I'm not doing this for empathy. I wasn't speeding. I didn't commit a crime. The whole time I wasn't nervous. I was terrified. You know what it's like to be pulled over by police and wonder, is this my last day? Is my mother, my father, my loved ones gonna know I still love them? I didn't go anywhere today on the 4th. I stayed home. I haven't been to any fireworks shows. I stayed home. I hope you enjoyed your holiday.